Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at the top 10 best RC cars 2023. In my opinion, these are the best RC cars that you can currently buy as of 2023. Like always, this is just an opinion-based video, so let us know in the comments if there's any RC cars that you think should have made the list, and let us know why. Links will be provided in the description if you wish to check out any more details about these RC cars, including pricing and tech specs. You get the idea, guys. All linked in the description. So, in no chronological order, here is my top 10 best RC cars 2023. Coming in at number 10, I think you guys all know this RC car, and that is the Traxxas Max V2. With a new, wider and longer stance than the original V1, the V2 offers much more stability, but it also has its amazing features such as a strong metal drivetrain and its powerful 4S brushless motor. The Traxxas Max has to be one of, if not the most durable 10th scale RC car on the market, and it is definitely a go-to basher, especially at the skate park. The Traxxas Max comes in all different colors with the option to change up and modify if you desire. Being a Traxxas vehicle, of course, parts are super easy to obtain if you do actually manage to break it. However, one mod I would definitely recommend out of the box is going with a regular servo mount and a standard size servo. As for me, the Traxxas servos tend to be a bit weaker and would be the main downfall, so I'll definitely link some below. If you're thinking about getting a Traxxas Max, that would probably be the first mod on my list. Coming in at number 9 on the list has to be the all-new Team Corelli Skeeter. Corelli came out swinging last year with a couple of awesome RC cars, and one of those is the Corelli Skeeter. It is a 4S capable powerhouse of an RC car. It is like the size of a 1/10 scale RC car, however, it has like bigger 1/8 scale electronics. It's really durable for the price, and I think honestly it's really good value. I really look forward to seeing what else Corelli does in the future, as they aren't only new to the bashing market. One of the first things I would do to this Skeeter when you're getting it out of the box, maybe not so much for beginners, but if you are more of an experienced RC driver, then I would probably change up from a 14 tooth pinion to a 16 tooth pinion. You're going to get a lot more power, and it's going to be a lot more fun. Also, if you are into getting some serious bashing done, take a look at the aluminium shock tower braces, as the plastic ones for me tend to break pretty quick. Okay guys, taking the number 8 spot is the Traxxas Sledge. When the Sledge first came out, I guess there was a little bit of controversy. Is it durable? Is it as good as the Creighton? Is it a copy of the Creighton? You get the idea. But in my personal opinion, all truckies, well, they pretty much look the same, and to me it comes down to how it performs and what you are using it for. Now, out of the box, the Sledge is no slouch with an insane out of the box speed of up to 90 miles per hour. That's well over 100 kilometers an hour. It'll definitely keep you guys on your toes. In typical Traxxas fashion, there are plenty of upgrades, colors to choose from, so pick what just suits you best. My first recommended upgrade would probably be a fixed motor mount to stop the motor from sliding around forward and back when taking hard landings. Other than that, it's pretty well an awesome basher, and definitely one of the top bashers at the moment. Following in at number 7, which is the Armour Fire Team. Announced in January of 2022, the Armour Fire Team was greeted with open arms from the RC community. It's as long as a Mojave, and I believe it's as wide as a Creighton, offering incredible speed and handling in the 1/7 scale category. The Armour Fire Team, I believe, was the first electric off-road RC car to feature a functional handbrake, which allows the drivers to just rip hard into those corners. But you know, guys, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love the military styling with the cage gel, acting as a form of impact resistance for the RC car. One mod I'd probably highly recommend is the 7075 aluminium shock tower braces, as the plastic ones are very weak, similar to that of the Skeeter that I mentioned before, and they tend to snap quite easily. Next up, number 6. Now this one is a small, cheap, but I have to have it as part of my top 10 list, and that is the MJX Hyper Go brushless RC cars. These little RC cars are just absolutely awesome, and in my opinion provide probably the best value for money as a cheap beginner RC car, capable of both 2 and 3S with possible speeds of up to 60 kilometers an hour out of the box. In such a little RC car, that's pretty fast. For me though, it's the MJX's durability. The MJX Hyper Go just takes a heap of abuse, so it's great for jumping and even going to the skate park, and even better again for someone that just has little experience and is likely to crash it. I think the biggest downfall for these cheaper RC cars, and the MJX suffers this as well, is being parts availability. Although you can get parts easily enough, the chances are you're probably going to have to wait a while, as they most likely come from China, and so you're going to be waiting on shipping. Sliding into my number 5 spot is the Team Corelli Kronos XTR 1/8 scale RC truggy. This has to be definitely my favourite from Team Corelli. The Kronos is kitted out to the max with an all 70/75 chassis, shock tower mounts, hinge pin braces, steering acumen, and much more. It's super durable, and although marketed towards being a basher, I'd say it's much more capable in the ways of handling over most bashers out there. When first releasing, the Kronos had a carbon fibre central bridge. However, that was quite quick to break, and I believe now Corelli has actually changed it to a 3mm 70/75 aluminium bridge, making it even more durable. The mod I'd probably go with first is to probably change the steering links to a bit more of a beefy steering and stronger link, as they have been known to break quite easily, and I speak from experience with that as well. Again guys, don't forget links in the description to all these vehicles. Okay, next up at number 4, and that has to be the Armour Infraction 3S lineup. The Armour Infraction 3S is an absolute weapon. It's a 1/8 scale street basher capable of up to 65 miles per hour, which is over 100 kilometers an hour on just a single 3S battery. That's quite insane. The Armour Infraction is part of the BLX system, so it has Armour's modular system, meaning you can basically take out the motor, the drive shaft, everything's quite easily detachable and semi-modular, and it makes it quite easy to clean. It's quite a nice feature. It also features Spectrum Smart Electronics, which is great for those who love to see the telemetry on their phone. It also comes with Hoom wheels, which allow the Infraction to be used on all surface types, such as loose gravel or even dirt. It really is a great all-round RC car, especially for those people living in areas where it's hard to get off-road. So an off-road car may not benefit you much, whereas an on-road car like the Infraction definitely will. Okay guys, coming in at number 3 we have the new AMX-12 from Rolalo. The AMX-12 is kind of a cheaper RC car, but it's also not, as it features a fully carbon fibre chassis design, as well as shock towers, hinge pin mounts, steering acumen, and it's also equipped with a 3S capable brushless motor and speed controller with speeds capable of up to 100 kilometers out of the box. Yeah, that's right guys, this little 1/12 scale is one fast RC car. Although designed after the cheaper model RC cars, it's definitely far from low quality. I think it's a great all-rounder kind of RC car, as it'll handle bashing well, or you could race it, as it handles extremely well, or you could even use it as a speed run machine, especially with all those light carbon fibre pieces. However, is it considered a cheap RC car because it is kind of expensive? Well, I guess that is up to you to determine. Okay, coming in at number 2, we have the new 4S lineup from Armour. These RC cars are something I think everyone has truly been waiting for. The Armour 4S range looks like the Creighton 6S and the Big Rock kind of had a baby, as it sits somewhere in the middle of the size and both looks. Like the 3S range, Armour has incorporated the full plastic design, which makes this the perfect basher, especially if you are more skate park oriented. Like we mentioned with the Infraction, it also has Armour's easy access modular system, so things can come apart easily, and it makes for much more of a pleasure to maintain. Although I'd consider upgrading the motor mount, especially those looking to do super hard bashing, as they have been known to bend slightly, which can strip gears and break direct motors, and let's be honest, nobody wants that to happen. Okay guys, before we announce number 1, we have some honorable mentions. We're going to start off with honorable mention number 2, and that is the Armor Limitless. Yes, the Armor Limitless does already exist, however, they just released a new one, so I would definitely recommend checking it out in the links in the description below. And although very similar to the older Armor Limitless, it is pretty much the same with just a few minor upgrades, but I think what I really like most about it is the looks. It looks absolutely epic. And honorable mention number 1, guys, I think I've mentioned this RC car in pretty much every top 10 video because it just deserves it, and that has to be the Traxxas X-Max, and for obvious reasons I have managed to put it in every top 10 list like I said, but this list is just under honorable mentions because Traxxas has released a new one, and that brings us on to number 1. Okay guys, here it is. I think you can guess it, number 1, and yeah, it's the brand new Traxxas XRT. I honestly didn't think Traxxas would bring out another large-scale RC car besides their already famous Traxxas X-Max, but here we are, here it is, and just wow. Incorporating a lot of the Traxxas X-Max and making a truggy, however, there are still a lot of changes comparing it to the X-Max. The Traxxas XRT 8S RC car contains the same fast 8S system as the X-Max, but it's now a new lower center of gravity design to improve handling and stability. Out of the box, you can expect up to 60 miles per hour or close to 100 km an hour, which for an RC car of that size, it's just incredible. And guys, it's definitely not for the beginner. However, if you've got the money and you want something crazy, then well, just go for it. Being a truggy, it does sit a little lower than the X-Max, however, it is actually wider than the X-Max, which I think is about the same width as the X-Max wide kit. And with its all-plastic lightweight design, it's still going to be an incredible bashing RC car, just like the X-Max. My problem with the XRT is, unfortunately, it's not in Australia. I know, I'm basically crying myself to sleep over it, and I'm yet to get my hands on it. So that is super disappointing, but hopefully it's available here soon, and we can get to bashing. So guys, let me know in the comments below, did you agree with my list? If not, why? Chuck us a comment below and let us know what your favourite RC car. And guys, if you are looking for cheaper RC cars, check out this list here, or you can check out my last year's top 10 22 list right here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. I love you all. Bye.